Hey everybody, my name is Kayloni and welcome back to my book corner. Today we are going to be talking about my April TBR. And for my April TBR, I'm also going to be trying to incorporate books into my O.W.Ls because I am participating in that this month. This will be my first time participating in the O.W.Ls, so that is kind of exciting. So also I'm going to have like two different outfits on because I had already recorded this video and I did not like the way the footage turned out, but I like the pics that I got. So you will notice another outfit and yeah, so this is going to go back to the pics because I usually pre-pick the pics and then move forward, but because this month I am only picking books that I currently own on my physical TBR, we are going to try and use as many of the books I currently own to make up my TBR for this month as well as for the O.W.Ls because of the world, and I don't want to go outside. I guess I'm told I shouldn't go outside, so that is what is going on today. So I am going to go ahead and roll the first pick. So for our first pick, let's shuffle about. For our first pick, we have The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. I don't know if it's going to focus. I have it. There we go. The Two Lives of Lydia Bird. So for our first pick, we have The Two Lives of Lydia Bird right here. And in this book, we follow Lydia Bird as she is grieving the loss of her significant other who dies on her birthday. And in this book, she is able to finally see her significant other who has passed away, and I'm not really sure. It's kind of like a two realms sounding thing. I have been spoiled on how she is able to go to the different places, but I'm not going to spoil you here, so don't worry. But I am pretty excited about this. This was my book of the month pick last month, and it is, it's also by Josie Silverman, or Silver? Silver. Josie Silver. So that is our first pick for this month. And then for our next pick, we have Mr. Penumbrum's, I think it's 24-Hour Bookstore is the name of it, the full name. Our second book is one that I really know nothing about. It is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. And like I said, I know nothing about this book. I have owned this book for a long time. I think I made it like the first 10 pages in before I put it down. I don't remember why I put it down. I just know that I did. But yeah, so I am going to go into this with no knowledge of what is about to happen, so hopefully it does not disappoint. For the third one, we have, let's give them a good shuffle. So far, none of these are on my hopeful list, so hopefully we get one. This one is also not on my list. Miss Peregrine's School for Peculiar Children. This one is technically a reread for me, but we got this nice little book set, so I'm just wanting to reread them, so that's why it is in there. The next book that we selected was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. This one is actually a reread for me, but I want to read the next two books that I have not read in the series, and this one, or I'm just going to go ahead and reread the other three so that I can get re-caught up and all that good stuff. If you don't know about Miss Peregrine's, it is a book about peculiar children who have specific talents, and within the book there are pictures, let's see, I flipped right to one, that aid the book in showing you what is happening. It's a really interesting thing. I am a photographer by trade, so I always like when there are photos, so that is always a cool thing to see. But this follows a boy and he discovers this world that he is connected with, and yeah, so we will be reading this one as well this month. Alright, for our fourth one, so we only have two more and I still haven't gotten one that's on my hopeful list, so we'll see. Let's see. Six of Crows. So this one is on my list of hopefuls for the Magic Zoology for my O.W.Ls. And the next book on our list is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. And I know nothing about this one. I know it's in the Grisha world, which I haven't read any of the other Grisha novels. And I think there's like a heist in it, and I am excited. So that is another one we're reading this month. One more. And then we will also do a new release. So I'm going to start doing 5. I'm going to keep shifting this until I kind of get to a rhythm I like. So we're going to be doing 5 picks of just like random books, 1 new book, 1 new release, and then we're going to do my 4 book clubs. So that way I'm still being able to read new releases and I'm not just stuck reading, or not stuck because I read more than these books, but you know what I mean. Okay, and I got The Amateurs as my last pick. So there is that. And the last one I picked out of the TBR bucket would be The Amateurs. And this is a book by Sarah Shepard. And this was one I bought because it's purple. So I really don't know anything else about it. I know it is a like murder mystery type thing, I believe, or like an unsolved mystery. And we follow these 2 characters as they try to solve the mystery of this unsolved mystery. And yeah, that is another one we're going to be reading this month. So on top of those ones, I wasn't able to incorporate some of them into my O.W.Ls. I am going to be a Magi zoologist. That was the career I picked. So in order to do that, Magi zoologist, I had quite a few prompts to fill. And I also want to do some of the seminars that she has available to complete to go along with my Magi zoology. So for Magi zoology itself, we have Care of Magical Creatures, Charms, Herbology, and Potions. So for my Care of Magical Creatures, I'm going to go ahead and read year 1 for that. Where did I put it? It's right here. Year 1 by Nora Roberts. I am anxious about reading this one because it is about a plague, and I don't know if I can read about a plague right now, but we are going to try. If this one doesn't work, I think I will switch it out because I have 6 of Crows for one of the seminars, so I might read 6 of Crows for the actual Magi zoologist and put this one for one of the seminars so that if I can't get into this one because of the world, I can go ahead and switch it out. And then for my Charms is a white cover. And so I picked In 5 Years, which is kind of a cream color, but I'm going to count it as white. It looks white, right? So this is about a woman who took a nap, I think, and then woke up in the future from her nap. And then she went back and took another nap and then woke up back in the past. And 4.5 years after this nap, she notices someone from the nap, and it's kind of, and it's some guy from the nap, and I don't know. So, but it's a nice small read, and I really wanted to start reading Rebecca Cyril, and so I feel like this is a good one because it's brand new and it just came out, and I'm still excited about it. And then we have Herbology, which I am going to go ahead and put Mr. Penumbrum's 24-hour bookstore into. And then we have Potions, which is read a book under 150 pages. And I thought a good one for that would be one of my good old classics, Animal Farm. This book is only 141 pages, so I can go ahead and count that for that. This is George Orwell, and he is about this farm where pigs take over, and it's I don't know, I haven't read it in a really long time and I only know like the basics. And then we have a book with a dragon, and this one is for the Dragon Taming Seminar, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, the Dragon Tamer Training. And so for that one, I'm going to be reading Dragon Sworn by Sherilyn Kenyon. And this is the 26th book in the Dark Hunter series. I'm assuming it follows a Weir Hunter who is like an offshoot of the Dark Hunter world. So that one is that. He is probably a Weir who changes into a dragon, I would assume. It's following the character Falcon. Oh, I haven't actually looked inside the book, but look at that. Fancy. So it's following our character Falcon, and I don't know anything about it. I never read about him. She follows a pretty like set actions within the books, so you can always go in knowing kind of what to expect, and I like them all, so there is that one. And then we have Herbology, which is a book that starts with the letter M, and this one I'm going to go ahead and just read Miss Peregrine's for, so that one worked out nice. And then for Care of Magical Creatures, like I said earlier, I have Six of Crow set in there, but like I said, I might interchange Six of Crow in year one, just because it might just be easier for me to actually read. And then for the History of Magic, we are going to be reading, or I want to actually try to get this book. It's We Ride Upon Sticks, and it's about these girls in this town, and they try to pull upon the magic from the Salem witch trials to win a hockey tournament. So, and I really love the cover. I would say look up the cover. But those are all of the TBRs that I pulled and for my O.W.Ls. And then as always, I'm going to be trying to do the 4 book clubs. So the first book club we have is the Reese Witherspoon book club, and we are going to be reading Untamed by Glennon Doyle. I'm really not sure what this book is about. I've tried to read the synopsis a couple times, and I'm not sure if it's a memoir or just a fictional story. Unsure. If you know, please let me know. But that is the one we're reading for the Reese Witherspoon book club. For the YA book club, we are reading Most Likely, and this book is about 4 girls, and one of them is going to be president, but we don't know which one, like president of the United States, and we don't know which one, and it follows the 4 girls. I do believe it's going to be a series, so I don't think we're going to find out in the first one. But that is the one we are going to be reading for the Barnes & Noble YA book club. And then for the Literally Dead book club, we are going to be reading You Are Not Alone, and this one is by Greer Hendrickson and Sarah Pekkanen. I never go into these knowing what the synopsises are, because for thrillers or murder mysteries or whatever, if I read the synopsis, I am less likely to read the book. So I go in completely blind, and I'm not sure how much longer the Literally Dead book club is going to last for me, because as much as I like being a part of Kayla's book club, I have not enjoyed the last 2 books they've picked. I want to stick it out for 5 just to see how, like, maybe I just like really need to get into the like genre, but so far it has not been good. So we will see about that one. For the last book club, we have the Barnes & Noble book club, and they have not announced because this month does not end until the 7th. So I will know on the 8th what the Barnes & Noble book club is, and I will post that into the description when it is told to me. But that is all we are going to be reading this month. I have a lot to read. I tried to bring it down because last month some things happened, which I will discuss in my monthly wrap up, which should be the next video, hopefully, if everything goes to plan. And yeah, so hopefully I will see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you need to do, and we will see you next time. Bye!